I didn't go to work today.
Cartridge Crusaders. Crum. Desh. Scott.
It's Memorial Day weekend, which is kind of like the unofficial start to summer, and this nice weather brings all kinds of new opportunities for us. Well, Crum, you think we're gonna strike gold today?
I hope so.
We catch word of a flea market that's taking place up in the Irish Hills. The only thing we really know about it is it's held twice a year, and it's located on the side of this antique store. This is definitely new territory.
I'm happy just to be like in an outdoor flea market environment.
Yeah, back. You know, like we see other people on YouTube walking around in sunny weather at the crack of dawn at flea markets. We haven't had the opportunity to do that yet. The Irish Hills are this quiet, scenic area about a little over an hour away, and it's really too bad for the other guys. It's just going to be Crum and I, because we're figuring out in the country there's going to be less people, less competition, so yeah, we're going to score pretty big. This is going to be awesome.
We're about like half an hour, 40 minutes into our trip, and I'm just checking out Craigslist on my phone, see a listing that has Nintendo's just botched so bad. It says it has one Nintendo box game and Atari in the box. And we're kind of bummed because we would normally be on that super fast if we were like around, but we're almost at this flea market, so we have to let somebody know to go and check this place out.
Since Desh isn't going to be coming, we decided to throw him a bone. We're not going to be there to check it out, so it's all his. We arrive at the flea market, and I gotta admit, it's not quite as big as we were hoping.
It's pretty modest size.
We're not gonna get too much exercise here.
Well, here we go.
Alright, man. This is it.
Checking this place out for a little while, and you know, we don't really see any game stuff for a little bit until this one little box I spot filled with like Atari games. Oh, I got some more Atari games, that's cool. Would you happen to have any Nintendo games or anything like that too? No. Oh, okay. You can see in the video, the first game I pick up is just waterlogged. There's water all over it. And upon checking out the rest of the games, it looks like this dude just like dumped this box in like a freaking like fish tank or something. We're walking around for a little bit longer, and I spot a Wii on this table. And, you know, I just asked the guy, hey, how much for the Wii? How much did the Wii go for?
I'd take 200 for it.
200 bucks, dude? Oh my god.
Sorry, man. We can get $200 Wiis all day. A little rough so far. Not seeing anything. Honestly, the best part was checking out the antique store that was hosting the event.
In my personal opinion, the coolest thing they had was a John Dillinger pinball machine. Actually, they had two of them.
We left that place with kind of an empty feeling, but onward to the next sale.
We have found a barn sale right after that flea market. Hear ye, hear ye. Let it be known that this is a private road with no outlet.
Oh yeah, this is it. This is where the games are.
This is like some off the beaten path stuff.
Oh my gosh, the arrow to nowhere.
Wow. What in the...
I hope this isn't a trap.
Oh, Jesus H.
Nothing.
At this point in the day, we're getting pretty antsy to get our hands on some games, so we decided to check out another flea market in Tecumseh, Michigan.
This Tecumseh flea market wasn't originally in our plans, but on our way up to the first one, we saw a sign by the road, so we thought we would check it out.
Alright, round 2 of flea markets, and this one looks a little bit more promising. It's an open barn environment, and there's a ton of vendors, and I'm really excited to get my hands dirty and see what the heck is in this place. This game gear and games catches my eye. Some box Game Gear games.
Yeah, some Dreamcast games.
That's sweet. Oh, here's the, I think that's to the, Super Scope. Oh, it's America. Oh, it's for the Freedom Stick. While we were at this flea market, we ended up getting a call from our buddy Ben back home, who was garage sailing all morning. He ends up sending us this picture of this awesome Atari haul he got. But when I looked at the picture, I just could not believe that we were looking at a promotional use only Atari console box. In total, he ended up spending $20 for everything in the picture. Here's a quick shot of the promotional use only Atari. It's super cool looking. This thing is engraved on the bottom, not for resale. I've just never really seen anything like this before.
Man, this place was picked over like really bad. All I really saw was a bunch of sports titles from like the Xbox, PS2 era. Nothing special. Here's everything I picked up from the Tecumseh flea market. Now we got some Game Gear games here in the box. I don't know if they're complete. Terminator 2, Star Trek, Next Generation. We got Stargate here, Arena Maze of Death. Then we got Shoplifter 3, Rescue Survive, and the Game Gear. We're trying to hit up some just random garage sale signs, any type of like thrift store we're stopping at. And this one catches our eye. It's called Flea Bay. Flea Bay. I love the name of this store. This place is one of those hidden gems. It's out there, but you just gotta go find it. I finally ended up buying some things. I got Galaga on the NES, Donkey Kong Country 2, and a donor cartridge for Desh. Hope he likes it.
I ended up picking up Donkey Kong Country 3 for $4.
We finally hear back from Desh, and he had gone to the garage sale that we heard about on Craigslist.
My day started out with disappointment because I knew Scott and Crum were definitely heading up to some flea market somewhere in Michigan. I was hoping to go all week, but unfortunately duty calls and I had to work, so I was really bummed out that I didn't get to go. However, I was working slightly out of town, and I knew I would try and hit up a couple of our local stops. And Crum gave me a little tip on a garage sale that happened to be out my way. The ad that we saw particularly was advertising Nindos, amongst other things, an original Atari in the box.
We're actually going to Desh's house right now to check out what exactly he got. Alright, we have arrived at Desh's house. Here we go.
This is the big unveiling.
Hey, Desh.
Make an offer. So I did.
Oh, that's all they had.
And there was no price. As soon as I walked up, and this had to make an offer, and that had to make an offer, and I'm like, oh boy, they're gonna want like $100 a piece for them or something. And I was like, well, what were you kind of looking to get on these things? And he's like, well, we don't really know what they're worth, and blah blah blah. I'm like, well, $20 a piece for them sound fine with you? And he like thought about it for a second. He's like, yeah, that's okay. He's like, yeah, something's better than nothing. I'm like, okay.
I mean, Desh gets like this crazy deal at a garage sale. Meanwhile, we're scavenging around out in the country. Like, what are we doing out there? I mean, we're city folk, you know? We're clearly out of our element. Like, got some kind of wild goose chase. But man, Desh did good.
I can't believe Desh found this.
Desh didn't even have to leave home, and he ends up with the find of the day. Like, what's up with that?
Basically, as it turns out, my day started with disappointment. Scotty and Crum thought that, you know, they both were going to be like the shit and get to this sweet flea market that was so awesome. But as it turns out, mobile home garage sale, score of the day. That's right.
On the next episode of the Cartridge Crusaders.
You know, they only make 500 of those.
Wow.
That's a treasure piece. You'll probably never see another one of those long as you live.
Oh my god. Is that somebody playing a horn? Fucking horn guy.
For my first barn sale, it was kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
Shit.